everybody!
Hi guys!
It's Lucky Lore Master and
Goofy Guide Master!
And we're gonna do an LP of the Quest for Glory series, games 1 through 4. These are great old Sierra games from back in the early 90s that were a lot of fun to play.
So why don't we show them instead of showing them DOSBox?
Exactly. Alright, so let's get the game started. Go!
Is that a dragon?
Yes.
Is a dragon in the game?
Maybe. The software you are now using was produced through the efforts of many people, designers, artists, programmers, musicians, and lots of other hardworking folks. If you make copies of this software for any reason other than to make a personal backup, which we've done, we bought it, don't worry, you are not only breaking the law, but raising the cost of software for all legitimate users. Please do not make illegal copies of this game. Oh, by the way, you will need the information contained in the printed documentation to successfully complete the game. In other words, it's not just a law, it's a good idea. I don't know if you guys can see the Sierra logo, but that's it. And that's it. It's Telltale Ring playing through. Whatever, we can skip that.
We'll adjust the volume once we get in game. We know it's a little loud right now.
Sierra does not exist anymore, by the way. Let's watch the introduction, and we'll be silent for it because the volume's going to be really loud. There it goes. So you want to be a hero. Oh, I think something exciting's about to happen.
Still trying to figure out what half these animals are.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think
What is that?
I think those are elephants. They're griffins.
I think they're
That's an angel, obviously.
genetically modified anteaters.
Genetically modified anteaters! And that's a lion with wings and a saint ring around their head. That's interesting. Choose your character. The fighter. The magic user.
I like magic.
Thief. We'll be a thief and a magic user. Da-da-da-da. Eventually. Okay, here we are. Okay. Our name. What is our name going to be?
Lucky?
Okay, our name will be Lucky.
This boy.
What?
The boys, you can't really know me.
Lucky is kind of an androgynous name. I've known men and women who go by the name Lucky.
Oh. Parents would name their children Lucky.
No, not people, but I've seen men and women use that name. Like as nicknames. Alright, so we can just add any skill we want. We can add parry, we can add magic. Parry's not really useful because we're a thief and we don't have a shield, so we're gonna add magic.
Yay!
We're gonna be a magic user. We also need to be agile and smart. And what else should we add?
Be lucky.
We should be lucky. Luck is important. Alright, how about we add maybe a little bit more to strength?
What about throwing a coin or picking luck?
We can practice those. Okay, I'd say that's pretty good. We don't have much health. Actually, that's probably a problem. We should have a little bit of health. Alright, there we go. Pretty well balanced. We're agile, we're lucky, we have magic, and we're smart. We're reasonably tough.
What does luck actually do in the game?
It gives you a small chance of doing everything better.
Okay.
So yeah, these are pretty, it's basically a combo adventure RPG game, so let's get started. Alright.
So when do we fight a dragon?
We're not. No, we might.
I believe it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Are you in Germany?
This seems like a quiet little town. On the porch ahead of you is two people. The standing one is large, rather ugly, and playing with a yo-yo. The seated person smoking a pipe looks like he might be the sheriff.
How does he look like the sheriff?
The man with the pipe greets you. Welcome to our town. You are lucky to have made it down from the mountains before the snow blocked the pass again. It's gotten pretty dangerous outside of town, I understand. Many monsters have been trapped around here with the late snow. Between them and the brigands, we certainly could use a hero around here.
Well, then they're in luck.
I am Sheriff Schultz Meisterson. This is Otto von Goon, my assistant. Good luck in your quest. Alright, let's adjust the volume because it's way too loud. Alright, and turn up the game speed just a little bit, and we can obviously crank the detail because I think my PC can handle it. Alright, we're gonna call this game Lucky Goes to Town. Or we're gonna typo it. Goes to town. Save. Alright, well, basic adventure game interface. We can walk, we can look, we can touch or interact, we can speak. I believe in this game you can't speak on yourself. Yeah, you just say mumble mumble, overworked, mumble mumble, underpaid, mumble mumble, no control over my life. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Talk to the goon.
Okay, we can.
Oh,
We can also walk, we can run, but that uses up our stamina. We can sneak, but that also uses stamina, and it looks weird. We can rest, but typically only either outside or at an inn. We can check our adventuring screen there to see how our stats... Basically, our stats go up as we use them in the game.
Alright,
We can also check what time it is. It is midday on day 1.
Can you just look at that run icon for a second?
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's fall on your face icon.
No, it's front.
Uh-huh.
Alright, let's look at our inventory. What do we have? We have 4 gold pieces and 10 silver pieces, weighing 0.2 pounds. We have 5 food rations. We have a leather jerkin. We have 1 dagger. And we have 1 lockpick. Alright, we can pick things up or drop things. We can also look see how much we're carrying. 24 pounds of equipment, supplies, and whatever else you packed. We can carry up to 47 pounds, so we're well under our encumbrance. Now there is something kind of funny that you can do with your lockpicks. First, I'm going to save. I just want to show this to people. You can click the lockpicks on yourself. You delicately insert the lockpick into your left nostril. The Surgeon General warns, unfortunately you push it in too far, causing yourself a cerebral hemorrhage. Guess you should have been practicing on less difficult locks. Do not put the lockpick up your nose. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not a good idea. Alright, so what did you want to do? Talk to the goon?
Yeah.
Okay, you get no response.
Aww.
Can we look at him? There's more than a hint of ogre about this strange and bulky character. He seems cheerful, though. Can we touch him? Unhand that sheriff! Can we touch his yo-yo? Oh no, give me the yo-yo. Are you crazy? That goon would tear you limb from limb if you tried to steal his yo-yo. I want to look at the yo-yo. Hold still. Gosh, that's an authentic whammy, blammy, 3 scoops of mana, hilarious, gregarious, floats in the areas yo-yo.
That was some of the really random stuff in this game.
It's not much to look at. Where are we? What is that? The sheriff's office doubles as a jail for the town and a hangout for the sheriff and the goon. Schultz appears to be an affable old coot, content to smoke his pipe. There's a hardness behind his eyes, however, that gives you the reason to believe that he's no pushover. Ugly statue seems to be watching you. It's nothing much to look at. It's an empty jail cell. Fortunately, you're on the outside at the moment. Alright, to give you guys some context, we are in Spielburg, which is one of the lands within the Quest for Glory universe. As you might be able to tell by the architecture, by the names of people that you meet, by the way everyone looks, you're basically in medieval Germany. Albeit with some kind of weird fashion spin on it. Anyway, let's talk to the sheriff. Can we touch him? Unhand that sheriff. No, he says the same thing. We already looked at him, let's talk to him. We got points! It's good to talk to people!
Yay!
What's your name again? I am Sheriff Schultz. How was my voice? I am Sheriff Schultz Meisterson, and this is Otto von Goon, my assistant. That's good. Tell me about Otto. Otto is a big help to me. He's very smart for a goon. His prisoners only suffer a few broken bones when he grabs them. It took a bit of doing to teach him to bring prisoners back alive, but he hardly ever forgets now. Prisoners? It's simple. When someone breaks the law and we catch them, we hold them prisoner. Well, that's good to know. As a thief. Alright, so, let's ask about adventure. You'll need to talk to the Baron about that, or go ask Wolfgang down at the guild hall, which is just down the street. So maybe you're going to be a hero. Well, we could surely use one around here, what with all the brigands. Oh, that's nice. Baron Stefan keeps mostly to himself at his castle north of here. We haven't seen him here in town for years. Okay.
Is he vampire?
I don't know. Wolfgang, down at the Guildhall, is the one to talk about monsters. He's had a lot of experience with them. Guildhall? The Guildhall's at the southwest corner of town. If you're looking for work, that's a good place to go.
Okay, let's go for a map.
No. Let's ask about the brigands. There's a whole band of brigands hiding out somewhere in the mountains around us. They robbed a merchant just last week. Got a fair amount of treasure, I hear. Oh no, what about the merchant? The one that was robbed? He's staying at the inn, I believe. Okay, where's the inn? Go talk to the innkeeper. He will help you there. Okay, that's nice. Treasure? Obtaining treasure involves putting yourself in danger. If you're brave, foolish, or lucky, you might get some treasure. Lucky, you say?
Lucky sure is lucky.
My friend, this world's filled with dangers. Sometimes I think it might be better to choose your danger rather than sitting around waiting for it, as I seem to do. But enough of this philosophical rambling. I am content enough to be Sheriff of Spielburg.
There we go.
There we go. Let's talk about monsters. The monsters come down from the mountains every winter, but they're usually gone by now. The Baron just doesn't have enough men to handle them. Wolfgang is the one to talk about monsters.
Okay.
Well, no, I'm doing the German pronunciation.
Like the restaurant.
Whatever. He's had a lot of experience with them. I need to mention that. Okay. What about the town? This town was named after the Barons of Spielburg. It used to be a lively place to be before the brigands came and drove all of the business away. You can find a place to stay at the inn next door. You can learn about jobs available at the Guildhall down the street. If you are interested in magic, which we are, you should visit the magic shop. There is still plenty to do and see here in Spielburg. Oh, that's good. Tell us about the Baron. Yeah, we haven't seen him in years. He mentioned that.
Yeah.
Magic? Just next to the inn is a small magic shop. The owner, Zara, will let you in if you have some abilities in that area. She's a strange one, all right. Okay. The inn? Go talk to the innkeeper. The Guildhall?
Oh, we did that already.
Yeah, we did that one too. You're being redundant, sir. What about the mountain? You should know. You came down from there.
Thanks.
Yep. Good talking to you there, Sheriff. Oh wow, that game speed definitely needs to go up.
Why don't you just put it all the way?
There we go. That works. If this is the town water supply, no wonder nobody ever comes here. What's this? Sign reads Hero's Tale Inn.
Ah, that's easy.
It's not much to look at. Not much to look at. Well, it looks like we can go. What's this? There's a sign on the door of the barber shop. It says, out to lunch. The sign of the scissors above the door indicates that the building contains a barber shop. Well, we can go this way, out of town, or in the inn. Where do you want to go?
Yeah, whatever.
I don't think we can go in the jail. The door appears to be locked, and breaking into the sheriff's office might evoke the wrath of Otto von Goon. Where do you want to go?
I really don't put me in charge of these things.
Alright,
Bad idea.
Well, let's go in the inn then.
Okay. I'm very indecisive. We'll sit here for 20 minutes discussing the merits of going each direction, so just pick one.
Okay.
Is that a cat?
It's a cat man, a kata.
Okay.
Welcome, traveler, to the Hero's Tale Inn. I am Shamin, at your service. May you find what you seek here. Oh, well, thank you. You see a small cat-like creature known as a kata. You've heard that katas are common in the southern deserts. Now let's talk to him. Very good food, very good drink, finest in town. Sit, rest, and you will be served by my Shima. Well, let's talk to him first.
What's a Shima?
You'll see.
Okay.
Let's ask about a room. Very nice room, very soft beds, finest in town. Only 5 silvers a night. That's not bad. Food? Very good food, very good rest. Yeah, you've said that. Alright, what about the merchant? My friend Abdullah is recovering from his robbery last week. He should be here around supper time. We can keep track of what time of day it is by clicking on this. It is midday. So we should come back around evening. So what about this robbery? Alas, the brigands stole all of Abdullah's wealth, and mine own when they robbed his caravan. Now I'll be forced to stay in this wet, cold land.
Aww.
I know little about the brigands, except they must be wealthy now. Most likely. Wealth? I hope to return to my homeland with the profits Abdullah, Shima, and I would make from the caravan. Now I fear we will remain here unless someone deals with the brigands and returns our stolen trade items. What is this place? Shapir. A land of golden sand and tall mountains. A city of tall buildings and winding streets. A place where Kata can bask in the sun as they sell things in the bazaar. It is our homeland and a place we long to be. Oh, that sounds nice.
I want to go there. It sounds warm.
Yep. And the caravan. In my homeland, a caravan is the only way to travel from city to city. That's good to know. Alright, so, what's your name again? I am Shamin, a poor unfortunate, forced to seek a fortune in this cold land, far away from my homeland and my Kata people. Homeland? We live far to the south in the desert lands of Shapir. Someday we may yet return there. Okay. So you're Kata, huh? We are a race of desert dwellers and wanderers of the endless sands. Can you tell us about Shapir? Oh, you already mentioned that. Yeah. You mentioned that. Okay, so what's going on in Spielburg? Spielburg is a sad place for an innkeeper. For very few travelers visit because of the brigands. Oh, Spielburg, huh? This is a cold land for a Kata.
I think I'm part Kata. I hate cold.
He might. Sheriff. He comes in with his wife sometimes for food. He is very wise and generous. Otto? There is no end to the food that one can eat. I'm sure. So tell us about your inn. This is the Hero's Tale Inn, where Shima and I will be delighted to serve you. The softest and safest of beds, the richest and finest of foods awaits you. You have but to command. So, who's Shima? Shima is my beloved, and she can cook and keep an inn as few others. When she dances, there is true magic. If we ever return to Shapir, then she will again dance.
Oh, she's too sad to dance.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's sad. So this is where you can go if you want to stay on a room for the night. That is cooking food washed through the curtains. That's probably the kitchen. See an assortment of tools used to maintain the fire. A well-fed fire purrs happily in the fireplace. Let's sit down at the table. You take a seat at the table nearest the fire. Clap, clap, clap. Ding, 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 ding. It's all you.
Alright. I am Shima. Allow me to serve you, wanderer from afar. Do you wish food and drink?
Well, we can look at her now. You see a rather attractive female Kata wearing her native costume.
Mildly bestiality there.
Her claws look too sharp for you to risk her or her husband's wrath. Can I touch you? You think better of it. Those claws look sharp. Oh, we can talk to her, too. Let's ask her about a room.
You have but to give Shima 5 silvers, and you may have a bed to dream upon. We have very good stew of newborn lamb, along with honey chicken for a mere 3 silvers. Coffee is included in the price of the meal.
Okay, 3 silvers. Maybe. 3 silver for food. What about drink?
We have rich black coffee, freshly ground, and brewed as only my people do. Such coffee will bring you to your full alertness, but it is a silver.
Okay. Questions?
Is it Shiman who is the speaker for the house? For I have much work to do to serve you. If you wish to know more about such things, then you should speak to him.
Okay. And what's your name again?
I am Shima, which means, in the words of the kata, she of the dance.
Oh. Oh, we can ask a lot about her. This.
Making me work here. Our homeland is far to the south. It is called Shapir. Shapir is where we kata come from. It is warm and glowing, and the sun is always bright. That's amazing.
Yeah. So, tell me about the kata.
Kata are quiet, gentle people. So rip your face.
So, you like to dance, huh?
It is true, I love to dance, but my soul cannot fly so far from home.
Oh, she's homesick. Alright, well, let's ask, we asked her name, the merchant?
Abdullah will always be our guest and friend.
Well, that's good. So, who's Abdullah?
Abdullah, too, is from the land of Shapir.
What happened with this robbery?
Abdullah will be honored to tell you of that.
Okay, fair enough. So, how's Shamin there?
He is my soulmate.
Aww, it's so emotional. Alright, so we can give her money. What should we get, a meal or a drink?
Whatever.
We've got plenty of money. What do you want to get?
No, it's midday. It's lunchtime. Why don't you get some food?
Alright, give me food. You pay Shima for a meal.
Comes
And
with
we got
coffee
points!
Anyway.
It does come with coffee. We'll order coffee another time.
So they're like Bedouins.
Yes,
They travel in caravans.
Nakata are like Bedouins, and Abdullah is very Arab-esque. They obviously don't use the real-life ethnic terms, but you can obviously see the influences. And their clothing and speech. And now we're just kind of gonna hang out, and eventually she comes out with our food.
Yay! I bring you that which you ordered. May it please and satisfy you.
Well, thank you. Oh, she bows. Very nice.
Probably purrs a little too.
Look at that tail, baby. Oh, yeah.
Lucky gonna get lucky?
Oh, probably not.
Yeah, no, that's a little creepy.
Let's look at our food. The food looks unusual, but smells surprisingly good. The food tastes surprisingly good, and the drink is delicious. Yay, I feel better. Oh, she's coming to clean up our dishes? Wow, talk about good service.
Permit me to clear the table for you.
Bye.
It's better service than you would get in most parts of the Middle East, actually.
Yeah, especially in Israel.
Oh, the Bedouins, though, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, well, we enjoyed a meal here, and we talked to the locals. Let's get the heck out of here. Okay, anytime now. There we go. Alright, let's go this way. Do-do-do. Where's this lead? Oh, this looks interesting.
Why is it watching you?
I don't know. There's no getting around it. A shop with its eye on you makes you nervous. You've come to the end of the main street. The town wall is to the south. You have an eerie feeling that someone is watching you. What is this place? It doesn't say. This looks like a nice, neat little house. There's a grandmotherly, little old lady rocking on the front porch. She's the only sane person here. At least she's not off her rocker. What's this? Judging from what the sign says, the building at the end of the street is the guild hall. You can just see a thin thread of light under the door, so there's probably someone inside. Well, let's go talk to the old lady.
You do old lady so good, though. You should do this one.
I should do the old lady?
Yeah.
I want to talk to her. She's really sleeping soundly and doesn't notice your presence. Just say zzz. Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Rumph, snurp, humph.
Sounds like you when you're sleeping.
I don't know how to get up there. I'm pretty sure you can climb up on this. There's nothing to do there? You can't get up there. The little old lady is sleeping so soundly that no amount of shaking will awaken her. Oh. Well, we can either go in the guild hall or go in the creepy eye shop. What do you want to do?
I don't want to go in the creepy eye shop. It's creepy.
Okay, let's go to the guild hall.
We're probably going to have to go there next anyway.
Oh, yeah. You enter the Adventurers Guild Hall.
It's a magic shop, isn't it?
Most likely. This Adventurers Guild Hall reminds you of the one in your hometown. The traditional moose head and other stuffed monsters, SARS, troll, griffin, dragon, cheetar, and the terrible Antwerp adorn the walls. You see a registration book on the table and the bulletin board full of job listings. The man seated near the window must be the guildmaster. He is snoring. Let's take a look around. Yeah, we already saw that. Registration book. Let's take a look at the registration book. The entry was made several years ago. It says, Baronet Barnard von Spielburg killed the troll near the Flying Falls on the 23rd day of October. Can you look at multiple instances? The other pages record the exploits of the great adventurers of Spielberg's past. The names Wolfgang Abentur and Baron Stefan von Spielberg appear most often. Is there anything else in here? Remaining pages are blank, awaiting further tales of adventurers. Let's sign our name. You sign your name in the adventurer's logbook with a flourish. Hey, we got a point. Alright, let's look at the fireplace. The fire blazing cheerily in the fireplace helps warm the guildmaster's old bones. A pile of wood is stacked against the wall. On the walls hang dusty, moth-eaten monster heads. You recognize the purple SARS, the troll, the griffin, and the dragon. This is certainly a weird one. You've never seen anything quite like it. The plaque reads, Antwerp, slain by 2 guys from Andromeda. That's actually a reference to the game designers.
Isn't it from Space Quest or whatever?
I think so. The head is like a panther's, but with a strong human-like quality. It is still rather frightening. The plaque reads, Cheetar, slain by Wolfgang Abentur. What's that? Even in death, this monster remains awesome. The plaque reads, Dragon, slain by Baron Stefan von Spielberg. What's that? Looks like it must have been a particularly nasty troll. You wouldn't want to meet him in a dark forest. The Black Reed's troll slain by Wolfgang Abentur. What about that? Oh, we can't look at it. Well, let's look at the board over here. Okay, reward for returning of lost ring. Acquire at the healers. Okay. The poster is rather dusty and faded. The picture is of a small child with braids. Reward of 50 gold coins for the safe return of Elsa von Spielburg. Inquire at Spielburg Castle Gates. Reward of 30 gold coins for the capture or death of the Brigand Warlock. Description: short, ugly, and wears brightly colored robes. Has habit of laughing continually. Inquire at Spielburg Castle Gates.
That's great.
Wanted, Brigand Leader. Description: unknown appearance, wears a cloak. Must provide proof of leader's identity. Reward of 60 gold coins and title of Hero of the Realm. Inquire at Spielburg Castle Gates.
Wait, how are you supposed to prove identity if you have no idea who he is?
Probably have testimonials from brigands. Notice, spell components needed, cash or trade for potions. Inquire at the healers. Okay. The poster seems to have been here a while. It has a picture of a handsome but arrogant young man. Reward of 50 gold coins for information leading to the return of Baronet Barnard von Spielburg. Inquire at Spielburg Castle Gates. Alright, so we gotta go to the castle if we want to learn more about this. A past adventurer's armor suit. You wonder why he doesn't need it anymore. Then you see the cheetar claw marks. Oops. The crossbreed of eagle and lion could have torn a man apart when it was alive. The Black Reed's griffin, slain by Wolfgang Abentur. Black Under the Moose says, courtesy of the Seer Online Prop Department. He never saw a purple Saurus before he came to Spielburg, but it looks like a really stupid monster. The Black Reed's Saurus, slain by Hans Halfwit. Tapestry is so rotten it would probably fall apart at the slightest touch. Tapestry feels very old and very fragile. It didn't fall apart. It looks like the old guildmaster doesn't do too much adventuring anymore. Still, it looks like he was plenty tough in his day, and he probably has many a tale to tell. Let's talk to him. Guildmaster appears to be hard of hearing. Perhaps you should get closer. Maybe we can touch him? Hello? Wake up. Ach, I was so busy I didn't notice you come in. Welcome, welcome. It is so seldom that we have no adventurers here. Most people think this valley is cursed.
Oh god, that stash is fantastic.
Yeah, it is. Ach, I was so busy I did not notice you come into the Adventurers Guild Hall. Welcome, welcome. It is so seldom we have new adventurers here. Most people think this valley is cursed. Yeah, can we talk to you? It looks like this old guildmaster doesn't do too much adventuring anymore. Still, he looks like he was plenty tough in his day, and he probably has many a tale to tell. Alright, well, tell us. Okay, there we go. Now he's talking to us. So, tell us about the guild hall. This is where an adventurer can find out who needs someone brave and courageous. There are many jobs on the bulletin board over there. It is also a good place to talk about adventures on a cold afternoon. We used to play cards here once a week as well, but there are too few adventurers in Spielburg anymore. They all died from monsters or brigands, or they just got too old. Tell us about the adventurers. Did I ever tell you about the time when Schultz and I rid this valley of Antwerps? Yeah, we were real adventurers then, and this was a real guild hall. Now we are just old men, and this is just a place to tell old stories. Oh, monsters? You can see some of the types of monsters that live around here if you look at our walls. There are trolls, griffins, cheetars, mantrays, and goblins wandering in the woods. I hear there are even some ogres and Saurus Rexes back in the valley. There was a time when Schultz and I had gotten rid of most of the monsters around here, but we are just too old for that now. Oh, okay. We can ask him about all the monsters. What do you know about trolls? Trolls are very tough. Fortunately, they only come out at night. The woods are very dangerous at night. That's good to know. Saurus? The Saurus is a monster easy to avoid and easy to kill for a skilled adventurer. Okay. Ogres? Ogres are a lot like goons, but even meaner. Not as bright, though. Goblins? Goblins are not tough, but when they gang up, they can take out an unwary adventurer. Cheetar? Cheetars are ferocious creatures that charge out of nowhere and try to tear you to shreds. Sometimes they succeed. Mantrays? Those weird things are magical. They are best avoided. Saurus Rex? Don't mistake those things for Sauruses. When they come at you, it is sometimes best just to run away. Okay. So what about the bulletin board? Over on the job there is where the jobs are posted for adventurers. Some have been there a long time now. There just aren't too many good adventurers around here lately. What about this reward? You need to talk to either the Baron or the healer about that. Okay. The healer? Her house is just north of the town gate. She's a nice woman. Okay. What about the castle? Castle is just north of the healer's house. Okay, so north to the healers and north to the castle. Good to know. Trophies. Schultz and I killed most of the monsters on those walls. How'd you kill the dragon? One day years ago, a pair of dragons tried to take over our valley. We adventurers rode out to meet them. I could still see Stefan von Spielburg charging forward on his black horse. He slew that dragon whose head you see on the wall, and the other one flew off. I hear people say the other dragon flying high overhead sometimes, but has never dared to attack us again. Antwerps? This valley was overrun by those odd monsters one year. Schultz and I fought long and hard to rid the valley of the things. We might have failed even so had it not been for those two peculiar tourists who came to our aid. Tourists? They said they were from some place called Andromeda. Must be someplace south of here, I guess. They certainly were odd. Tell us about the moose. That was the most vicious moose I ever saw. Nearly bit my nose off. Troll? I remember the day I killed one. It was the biggest I had ever seen. It put up a tough fight, but I was tougher. You can see the results on the wall. Cheetar? Watch out for cheetars. I bear the scars of my fight with the one on the wall to this day. Still, it is stuffed, and I am still alive. Saurus? I remember when Hans killed the one there. It was a tough fight. For him. Hans Halfwitten? He wasn't much of an adventurer, but he did manage to kill a Saurus before he made the mistake of tangling with a troll. Aw, poor guy. Hazards of the adventuring career. Alright, so... your name? I am Wolfgang Abentor, the guildmaster of this hall. Okay. Guildmaster, huh? I am supposed to keep track of all the adventurers and make sure they sign their names in the log, which I've done. There was a time when I would go out and rescue foolhardy adventurers who got into too much trouble, but I don't get out much now. He's an old man. So what's going on with his curse? Yeah, with the Baron losing his son and daughter, Baba Yaga, all the monsters, and now the brigands. It's just been one thing after another. Alright, who's the Baron? Baron von Spielburg was once a brave protector of our valley. We used to adventure together when I was younger. No brigand or monster would dare show his face here if the Baron had not angered Baba Yaga. Now it is said he goes nowhere and sees no one. What happened to the Baron's son? Now, there was a hero, and worthy of the name Barnard von Spielburg. Von means of. He rode off to hunt one morning 5 years ago, and his horse returned with large claw marks on it. No sign Barnard's body was ever found. Baron's daughter? Elsa was a beautiful 8-year-old child with blonde hair and sky-blue eyes. She was her father's, the Baron's joy. 10 years ago, she was carried off by something, which flew over the wall and away with her. The search for her lasted many years, but at last everyone gave up except the Baron's jester, Yorick.
Aww.
What happened to Yorick? Yorick was a funny little man, but brave. He swore he would spend his life searching for the Baron's Elsa. Okay. Who is this Baba Yaga? She is the center of our problems, I think. Baba Yaga is a powerful ogre. Baron von Spielburg tried to force her to leave this valley, but she cursed him. Now the Baron has lost everything but his land, and I don't know how long he will keep that. What our valley needs is a hero. Can I be a hero? A real hero is someone who didn't start out strong or powerful, but uses his courage and brains and skill to become the best he can be. Okay. So what's up with the brigands? There's a reward for anyone who could stop the brigands by capturing or killing the leaders of the brigands. You should read the bulletin board for more information, which we've done. For those of you who don't know, Baba Yaga is actually a mythological figure from Slavic folklore. It was originally told in Eastern Europe and Russia, and basically was an old ogress that would eat children and try to steal them away. So there's a lot more details on her, and people have even made paintings, but whatever. Alright, so tell us more about Spielburg. Spielburg town is a small now that most people have been driven off by the brigands. This is such a pretty place too, with our mountains, forests, and waterfalls. Yeah, I agree. Tell us about the mountains. The mountains surrounding this valley are very high. Snow covers the tops of all year long. The only way out of Spielburg Valley is through the pass, though I hear that it's blocked by snow again. Forests? The forests are full of monsters and strange creatures. Oop. There are some nice waterfalls to the southeast of town. They fill